what is the effect of this in people's lives? How does it affect you in your education? Somebody would ask. One of the most important things when you study poverty, poverty is lack of cash. People always think that poverty, sometimes people think that poverty is a terrible character. But actually, poverty is lack of cash. The way people behave is a result of lack of cash.
Exactly, or lack of means.
Lack of means. Some days when I didn't have money in a terrible state, I would brush my teeth once a day, and sometimes twice a week. And as not because I don't have toothpaste or toothbrush. They are all there, but like you are thinking of your personal growth and health and everything immediately starts to drop.
Exactly.
So you concentrate less
on the things that
matter. You exercise less because really,
why should I exercise?
Why do you think of even exercising if you can't even get food? So you
don't save.
You won't save. Because actually, most of the time
you live once and die once. That's the
YOLO
mindset.
It is a YOLO. You only live once
and die
principle.
Once. Exactly.
And then the other major problem is that you spend fast. That is the mentality. You spend fast and save what remains.
Exactly.
And does it?
It should not work. You should actually save fast, then spend what remains.
Spend what remains. If you have so much money that has come into your account and you are in such a situation, the first thing is to put most of that money in a place where you can't access it very easily.
And that helps with emergencies. Remember we talked about emergencies?
Yeah, because you have a savior mentality. Remember, most of the time you see yourself as a savior because they have branded you. It has been repeated to you by your parents. It is said by your pastor. It is said by your elder, your sisters, and everyone who surrounds you has made you believe that you are a savior. And you also read it in the Bible. So you don't think that it is necessary to do things for yourself. So the first thing you do, because you have a savior mentality and you will likely give if you are asked, ensure that you save the bulk of that money if it is money that, some of us we do.
And you put it, not just saving money, you put it where you cannot easily access it.
Yeah, to get it,
you will take you a week or a month.
It takes you a week or a month. To me, when I look at even the way when I got out of Form 4, I got this privilege of being part of Equity Group Foundation. So, Dr. James Mwangi set up a policy that all people who had joined Equity Group Foundation as pre-universities had to save 15,000 every month from the amount they were paying us. Okay. I won't tell you because you will start looking.
Then you must be rich. You must be my savior. I must be your savior.
No, you must be my savior. So, because of that, at the end of the program, maybe 18 months, that is about 270,000.
Exactly.
That is more than 250,000. You are rich. Actually, if you are getting to college with people who are depending on HELB, higher education loan, it means that you are the only person who can decide who will preach in the next church service. You can decide
because you can pay your fee for the entire education. Yeah. About 130,000 and you are done
at once. So because of that, there is that temptation to look back home and try to do certain things, and before you know it, you are back to the same place where your people are.
You are at zero.
And when you are there, don't think they will sympathize with you that our Savior has died.
No. You must be on the cross and be buried.
They don't sympathize with you.
If you are still breathing, they still expect that you need to have.
In fact, they will insult you.
Exactly.
They will mock you. They will say that education doesn't help people.
Education doesn't help people.
They will use you as an example. If you don't have a job,
the son of Nani went to the university and we just do border with him
here.
Exactly.
So before you know it, if you don't take care of yourself, remember, you can't save people if you yourself need that saving.
Exactly.
You can't save people. And you cannot fill people if you are empty.
So
you must learn to do what?
To fill yourself first.
To refill and fill all the time.
There's this concept that people don't understand, that for you to help them effectively, you need to be in a position yourself where you are able to, lift somebody without a burden. But they don't give you that chance to,
get there.
They don't give you a chance to get there, so that you can help them even without a struggle. So if you tell them you are saving for school, you want to go for masters, no.
It's not allowed for you to save for your own self.
Yes.
They must never know that you are saving.
They must never know.
They must never know.
And
whatever you give them,
never. The mistake I did, every time, let's say, I started working, as an intern at C4D lab.
C4D, what is C4D?
Computing for Development at the University of Nairobi.
University of Nairobi. You are already working in Africa's number 8 university.
Exactly.
And you come from Ralio. That one, you are the savior.
The thing I did, the mistake I did, nikiongezewa mshahara, the contract is always 3 months. Nikiongezewa mshahara, you call home.
When you get a raise, you call home. Mom!
Saizi see 15,000.
It is no longer 15,000.
25,000.
I'm no longer earning small money.
It's
because
a terrible
of course
mistake.
It is new to you. You are also just getting out of poverty.
So you are
everything
excited.
is exciting. You 15,000 in Nairobi. You shouldn't have a girlfriend if you only earn 15,000 because
that's
Nairobi.
That's fair. That is fair.
Like you don't have time to, because the amount of money required to maintain a relationship in Nairobi
is a lot.
You can't get for a man in our century. No.
Statistics. No. I saw very funny statistics that 33% of women, all ladies, go to dates just for food. So, and you have to, and
our audience is purely feminine. So don't don't talk terrible facts.
You remember that meme that was, I think few weeks ago, the meme was mention hotels in Nairobi. Then somebody say Highlands, sijui Kosewe, sijui CJ.
That thing is called Kosewe.
Kosewe Ranalo. So those are the restaurants they are mentioning. If you think of 15,000, if you go to Kosewe and you are 2 people, probably you will spend in one hour, you will spend 3,000.
3,000.
So you are remaining with 12,000. You have to meet like 4 times in a month. You don't need to date.
Of course, you have been repeated to every other time that the oil of relationship is communication, and you don't want to do it online all the time.
Exactly.
So you have to arrange for dates.
Exactly.
Those who earn 15,000, concentrate, focus on yourself.
Let's talk of tug of war.
You see, we are now looking at the way of getting out of this matter. Remember, we had said that these people...
We were talking of the effects, and I wanted to say something, and then let me say it.
Bring it.
The effects of poverty in a human being. So my sister came back from school, and we were just having discussion. I know the potential that she has, but she's not reaching the potential. So I was asking her. So we come from a very poor background, very humble. So I was asking her.
So you can't afford humility. Because humility is for people who
already have.
You are humble.
I'm humble. It's already given.
It's given.
So I asked my sister, why is it that she's not reaching the potential? So, teenagers, they don't want to talk. So you give them options, A, B, C, like just the way they're given in school. Is there something doing with the home? Then she says 1, 2, 3 about home. Then I asked about, are you thinking probably of finance? Then my sister tells me, yeah, sometimes I usually think, what if my brother doesn't get money to pay school fee? That is poverty in the head. Imagine, she has never been sent away for school fee.
She's always in school in a boarding?
Yes. She has never been sent,
yes. And her peers don't go to boarding school in her village. So in essence, you have brought her to a higher ground.
And the school fee has been paid fully, but she's still thinking, what if my brother doesn't get money to pay school?
So that is the mentality. Always the concentration. Actually, there's a research that was conducted, I think it was in India, where they realized that the effect of poverty causes people to lose at least 13 percent points of IQ.
Of IQ.
So meaning, if you see poor people like us getting A, you have to work
very hard. There's an
so
extra
hard because
you need to make.
You have lost a lot of IQ, percent points of IQ, and you are using less of your potential to get more of what should be found. Because really, if you don't get an A or you don't pass your exams, yet you are using lower IQ or lowered IQ to access. And you know, your body has been set to demand the services that are commensurate with your IQ.
True.
So when you don't do things that are commensurate with your IQ, you are messing up your potential.
Exactly. So people need to stop, and I don't know how. We'll probably, mention how to get out of this.
Because we had just started. The first thing we were talking about is know that every investment in yourself is one of the top priority. Like it is number one priority. Whether you immediately get money, how much am I using to invest in my own skills and knowledge, in my own health, in my own this, before you start saying, I want to save people. The thing is,
you have to invest in yourself.
You only save people if yourself, you don't need that saving.
If you have already been saved, it's like you are going to preach to people to be converted and you yourself is not converted. So
it's hot air.
So if you are in poverty already, there's no way you are going to pull people out of poverty.
You can't pull people out.
That's a war you cannot win.
It's like the way you hear about the Public Service Commission chair, like Professor Margaret Corbia, telling people to create jobs.
And themselves,
and she has never created a single job in her life. Like, she has been employed all through her life. She's supposed to retire.
And then she's telling people that you need to create jobs for yourself.
The way that
I'm not mentioning names. I'm not mentioning names.
The way it sounds, when a professor who is employed tells you to create jobs because you are now educated, and he's at the apex of education, and he has not started a business. You are just a second year.
Exactly.
And a professor is telling you to be a job creator. What does it mean? That is exactly how it sounds when you try to save others.
When you
also
are not stable.